Today on Drawbli,
We're looking at the art of Mioree.
I am a huge fan of this artist.
This artist has some beautiful, beautiful work. It's very cool. It's very unique. I'm so excited to look at her stuff.
Yeah, they have such a recognizable quality, and hopefully as we go through here, we can break it down and talk about it in detail.
Now, some of these artworks have been around for a long time now. I think some of these are about going on 11 years.
Wow. This is from Steven Universe. I believe that's Pearl or one of Pearl's like fusions. It's been a while since I've seen Steven Universe
I have
myself.
never seen Steven Universe, and I don't know why. I think I would really like it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I love the like teal outline around the hair. It's such a nice effect.
I like how every strand is just delineated and like marked out. That must have taken forever to do.
They have this shading quality. This one's maybe a little older in terms of style from what I've seen from them, but I'd love to like look at this shading style in detail here as we get in. The hair is so striking and like paneled. I really love the way you can tell which direction the form is turning.
Yeah, this ribbon hair. I mean, it's been around, like I said, for a long time now. I mean, this artwork is again around that 11-year mark. We're working from like older works to newer works this time in this video. Yeah, I didn't shuffle things around too much. I started from the back and went up.
Started from the bottom, we'll be there.
We'll be there. Because you can tell this is from around when Overwatch was first very popular.
Oh, this is a Mercy skin. Yeah,
okay. It's the imp skin, which I'm led to understand was a very coveted skin at the time.
Do you have that one?
I do, but for me, coming to Overwatch in the year I did, it was pretty easy to come by.
Okay, yeah. Just gotta pay $50 for it. Typical Overwatch skin prices.
I didn't pay any money for it.
Yeah. This is awesome.
I love the dappled lighting on this Snow White.
Yeah, me too. I just love the framing here as well. It feels like this could be a card for like Lorcana or something.
Yeah, if Lorcana had been around back then, which I don't know. How long has Lorcana been around?
Only like a year, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't be more than a couple at this point.
Yes. I think in some of the original ones we looked at, she was even linking to a Tumblr. Is Tumblr even a thing now?
Tumblr is still a thing, yes.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think it's quite as wide or as used, I should say, as it used to be. They dropped some weird rules a number of years back, and since that point, a lot of people kind of migrated from Tumblr.
Okay.
So there were some weird like stipulations about things they wanted people to not post. So.
Oh, okay. So people were like, well, this isn't really the...
Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of their most famous artworks, at least for me. I love this character. Such a cool design. I
love how often we've seen their work them incorporate these multiple eyes, like either two eyes beneath the main eyes, or in this case, a third eye here. Not to mention, and I love the almost eerie feeling of the scales traveling up the torso.
Yeah, it's such a fun choice where the shape language are, ovoid or oval shapes. Super cool.
It's unnerving, but I feel like without it, this image would not be as interesting as it is to me.
Yeah, like transitional areas when you're doing something like hard edged is really important to pay attention to. Again, we see these early iterations of the drama of Disney princesses. We see that a lot, of course, nowadays.
But considering how old these works are, I feel like this artist was ahead of her time in a big way.
So there's more drama now, you think?
I think you see a lot more like redraws and ideas of the Disney princesses. But to have done this like 10 years ago, it's like, oh my gosh. Yeah,
this is the double eye effect that you're talking about. It kind of hurts for me to look at. Like, I'm not kidding. The part of your brain that like recognizes faces, for me, when I look at this, it like makes my eyes go cross-eyed.
That's so funny.
It is hard for me to focus on. Maybe it's because I wear contact lenses, but I think my brain looks at this and interprets it as my eyes being wrong. When I zoom in, it's a little better, but from a distance, my brain just like can't look at it.
That's so funny. I wear contact lenses.
It's like kind of giving me a headache photogenic. I'm not kidding.
Oh my gosh. Well, look here. There's like excellent skin rendering.
Yeah.
That skin rendering is really good.
I love this artwork. It's beautiful. Other than like my brain not being able to comprehend what I'm looking at. I'm not kidding. Every time I see this double eye style, it hurts. But I wanted to talk about their shading and like look at it in depth as well, because it's so nicely done. It feels like it's based in realism. It's really nice, and it works really well with their style.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we have this perfectly like drawn out hair. I know that they used to stream creating their art, and it makes me think of like a lot of happy hours, just like talking to their chat while they just go through and render out hair strand after hair strand.
Hair is a long kind of process, and I feel like being in that Zen state is a nice way to do it.
Yeah, I bet they were very like soothing and like peaceful to watch working on stuff like that.
Yeah, they might still stream. I'm actually not sure. But yeah, streaming art is a lot of fun. Love this blue light on the side here and also in the shadows.
Yeah, I feel like everything almost has this like blue glaze over the whole image. Like almost like a filter was put over it there's just a gentle shade of blue and everything, which brings everything together really well.
Yeah, they have a very particular style of value range, I feel like. It's hard for me to describe, and not every artwork has it. Like I don't think this one has it, but I feel like a lot of their value ranges in some artworks tend to crunch pretty small.
Yeah, and that sounds so hard to me, to work within such a narrow range of values to communicate like these shifts, but so subtly. That's where I struggle without getting really muddy.
Yeah.
But none of this looks muddy to me. It looks still very clean and like well communicated.
Yeah, values are everything. I mean, when it comes down to it, if the colors are all over the place, it's not always a huge deal as long as your values are good.
This is a chocolate peanut butter cup girl, which I only know from reading the description.
Oh, nice.
There's also coffee, obviously, flying about. Yeah. Lots of beans and blue.
And the hair kind of becoming coffee.
Yes. But the title said this also had to do with peanut butter and chocolate. So I know you love chocolate peanut butter cups. So
I mean,
this one.
If peanut butter didn't exist, I would probably die. I'm not gonna lie. I live for peanut butter. I'll just say it.
I hear from people with peanut allergies that they're like, talking to people about peanuts is crazy, because it's always just this line of just like either or people who are like, no, you don't understand. Peanut butter is so important to me. I must have it.
It's more important to me than my marriage.
Yeah, well, I have things like that too.
This is cool. This is like kind of a bit watercolory, or it kind of has like a crayon feel down here.
I might be misremembering.
Colored pencil, maybe?
But from the description, I think she said this is one of her first drawings where she used Procreate.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's
Isn't
awesome.
That fun? Yeah, and it's interesting to see how like moving to a different platform changed up like the texture style of what I was used to seeing from her so far.
Yeah, I feel like they probably were just kind of experimenting with some different brushes, maybe. You know, you're trying out a new software. It's fun to play with new tools. But at the end of the day, if you're good at your fundamentals, a line is a line, a brush is a brush.
Yeah, and I love how fluffy this hair is. We're a little bit away from like the ribbony aspect of hair, but it's still very marked out. Keep coming back to the hair because this is the kind of hair I would like to be able to create.
I think it's the kind of hair a lot of us would like to create.
Yeah, very true. Do I have the patience for it? Maybe not. Maybe if I streamed, maybe I should start streaming, Ben, and just maybe I'd have the patience then.
Yeah, maybe.
Give me somebody to talk to while I draw.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit like talking to yourself, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Oh, yeah, this is the kind of stuff I was talking about in terms of like kind of a crunched value range where the values, maybe I should say like the values feel harmonious, but the colors are kind of doing the heavy lifting on harmonious kind of feel there, kind of feeling within the same palette for the hair and the skin. So we're kind of two-toned here, being analogous with orange and green.
Yeah.
Which is, you know,
yeah, if you were colorblind, that would all look the same to you.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
This is so cool to me. I love this detailing on the gown, the big bow in the hair. We're getting into her more recent work now. Everything we see is still like 4 to 5 years old though.
I don't think I've seen this one before, so it's really cool.
Yeah, her hair is beautiful with that big bow.
Yeah, that's so fun. Also,
love that.
Yeah, I mean, not to just talk only about the hair here, but that is really amazing.
I know, I feel like this is what I've talked about a lot, but everything she does is so pretty and well rendered. I just love it.
Yeah, and I really love this dress kind of becoming these flowering shapes over here with this blue off to the side.
Exactly. So awesome.
Yeah.
This is just a beautiful piece. Like I could see this just, you know, you put it on the wall in your gaming office or studio or your Dungeons and Dragons room if you have one where you play D&D.
We need a D&D room.
We don't play. I've never played D&D.
But if we had a D&D room, we would.
This would be the only room we could set it up in.
Well, this is now the new D&D room.
Nice. We'll
Sorry,
have to
Drawbli.
get this as a print and hang it up.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite artwork, and I'm now starting to put the pieces together in my brain, and I do love knights.
Yeah, you love knights. I think that's
knights.
just something core about you. You must have had a very positive experience with a knight at some point in your life.
Yeah, so when I was 5, a dragon attacked my village, and I was saved by a knight. Yeah.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, and ever since then, I've loved knights.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, this knight in particular is beautiful. She also belongs on the walls in our Dungeons and Dragons room, upcoming. Stay tuned. Don't stay tuned.
Well, stay tuned, but maybe not for the D&D room.
Yeah. And we know the Sailor Moon redraw happened about 5 years ago, so that puts us about at 5 years ago now.
Yeah, and feeling a little wispy down here. It's such a cool effect.
Yeah,
So,
she
like,
said in her
blends
comment on this one, like, oh, this challenge was made for me. She loves Sailor Moon.
I love Sailor Moon too. It's such an iconic design. I mean, this is also Sailor Moon, or at least the clothing.
Yeah, I don't know all of the delineations between the different moons.
The different moons. They're
Or Sailor planets.
Don't. Just don't.
Yeah, okay.
This is one of the characters, yeah. But I think in the anime, or in the show, this character is a lot younger than this. This is like an adult version.
Oh, okay. Very
And
cool.
this is like Mini Moon.
Aw, Mini Moon.
I don't remember this one.
Just don't.
And if you would like to just don't, click that subscribe button down below.
And this is the part where we say
Goomba.
Goomba.